Hello, my dear online students. Today we are going to discuss the first chapter in inorganic chemistry, that is periodic table. So we have around 118 elements. Based on their properties, they categorized into many types. We can define the periodic table. It is a systematic tabular way of writing elements discovered. So periodic table provides the systematic learning about the elements till discovered. Okay, so let me see earlier attempts of the periodic table or grouping elements at the past time. First of all, Joseph L. Proust grouped the elements. According to Joseph L. Proust, all the elements are aggregation of hydrogen atom and their properties are integral multiple of hydrogen atom. That is the means, according to Joseph L. Proust, he orally grouped the elements with regards hydrogen. If we take atomic mass of one particular element, that is lithium, its atomic mass is 7. With respect to hydrogen, it is 7 times multiple of hydrogen. Lithium atomic mass is 7 times multiple of hydrogen atoms. So, and if lithium is combined with hydrogen, it gives a lithium hydride with the formula LiH. So that is thought according to the L. Proust. Okay. So according to Joseph L. Proust, all the elements are aggregation of hydrogen atom and their properties are integral multiple of hydrogen. That is the first grouping elements by the Proust. The second one, Lavoisier. Anthony Lavoisier, the second person to group the elements. He is one of the father of chemistry. Anthony Lavoisier is the second person who grouped the elements, who categorized the elements. According to Anthony Lavoisier, he grouped the elements or he categorized the elements into two types, that is metals, non-metals. You know that metals are electropositive and they formed loss of electrons. Suppose if you take a sodium by losing to one electron, it gains one positive charge. In case of non-metals, they are electronegative and they formed by gain of electrons. Suppose you take chlorine, that is by gaining one electron it leads to form Cl minus ion, chloride ion. But this type of classification was discarded because after the discovery of metalloids. So Anthony Lavoisier classification was failed after the discovery of metalloids. So this is one of the second classification given by the Anthony Lavoisier. He considered as a father of modern chemistry. And the third one, Dobrynin's triads. He arranged the elements into group of three known as the triads. He arranged the elements into three group of elements. Those three group of elements are known as triads. Hence, this type of classification is also known as Dobrynin's triads. According to him, the atomic mass of the middle element is the average of other two elements. Suppose you take one of triad, that is lithium, sodium, potassium. So atomic mass of lithium is 7, atomic mass of sodium is 23, and the atomic mass of potassium is 39. So according to Dobrynin's law of triad, the atomic mass of middle element is equal to the average atomic mass of first and third elements. That means atomic mass of sodium equal to atomic mass of lithium first element, and the third element atomic mass is 39. Its average we're getting 23. So that is given by the Dobrynin's triad. If you consider other examples, suppose you take beryllium, magnesium, calcium. Beryllium atomic mass is 9, magnesium atomic mass is 24, calcium atomic mass is 40. But you take average atomic mass of magnesium, that is 9 plus 40 divided by 2, that is 24.5. So like this, many triads are formed by the Dobrynin's, like calcium, strontium, barium. Calcium atomic mass is 40, strontium atomic mass is 88, barium atomic mass is 137. The fourth triad is phosphorus, arsenic, strontium. Phosphorus atomic mass is 31, arsenic atomic mass is 75, and strontium atomic mass is 120. And the sulfur, selenium, tellurium. Sulfur atomic mass is 32, selenium atomic mass is 79, tellurium atomic mass is 127. And the one chlorine, bromine, iodine. Chlorine atomic mass is 35.5, bromine atomic mass is 80, iodine atomic mass is 127. So here in this Dobrynin's triads, some exceptions are there. That means that no, this type of classification also failed. Drawbacks of Dobrynin. So these, if you notice, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth examples, these triads are not obeying the law of triad. Some of the triads are not obeyed the law of triads. Suppose we take fluorine, bromine. Its fluorine atomic mass is 19. Chlorine atomic mass is 35.5. Bromine atomic mass is 80. If you apply the law of triad, the average atomic mass of fluorine and bromine, that is equal to 49.5, but the chlorine atomic mass is 35.5 only. So these are the one of the reason some of the triads are not obeying the law of triad. And the second most failure is about iron, cobalt, nickel. These are having nearly same atomic masses, so that this type of classification is completely failed. The next, the fourth classification is Newland's law of octaves. Newlands was the first scientist who gave idea that periodic properties of the elements are related with the atomic masses of elements. So who gave the first idea introduced by the Newlands, that is, the periodic properties of the elements are related with the atomic masses. According to him, when elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic mass, then eighth element starting from the first will have similar properties to first element, like musical octaves, that is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. This is the first note is sa and the eighth note also sa. That means similar pronunciation. So like that, Newlands arranged the elements in a musical octaves, musical notes, that is sari, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. So that This type of classification is also known as law of octaves. See, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. The next eighth element is sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, potassium, calcium. Let's see. This is the first element, eighth element, the 15th element. The difference is 8 elements, only the 8 elements. Okay. This type of classification is also called as law of octaves. But this type of classification also failed because of some drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? Let me see. The first drawback of this Newland law of octaves is that it is applicable to only calcium element. The law of octaves applicable to only law of that is up to calcium only, valid up to calcium. And the next, so at the time of Newland's classification, there was no discovery of the noble gases or inert gases, hence he did not give the position in his classification. Inert gases were not discovered at the time, hence no position is given to them. That is one of the failure of this classification. One more failure of this classification is it works only up to lighter elements, valid up to only lighter elements. Up to calcium only it is applicable. After the calcium, the lanthanides and actinides, they are introduced. They are differentiated with the atomic mass is large unit. That's why this type of classification is applicable to only lighter elements up to the calcium only. Okay. So this is the reason for the failure of Newlands. The next classification is provided by the Luther Mayer's. That is Luther Mayer's classification. Luther Mayer calculated the atomic volume of the elements by dividing their atomic mass with the density in only the solid state. As we know, density is equal to mass by volume. By using this principle, he calculated volume of elements is equal to atomic mass of elements divided by their density. By using this principle, he calculated volume of elements in their solid state, and he plotted a curve between atomic volume versus atomic mass. Atomic volume versus atomic mass. And some of the observations noticed in his classification, the curve, Luther-Meyer's curve, is plotted between the atomic volume of elements and atomic mass. And he got a curve like this: atomic mass on x-axis and atomic volume on y-axis. He got a curve in this manner. He noticed in this curve most of the top position occupied by the alkali metals, that is lithium, sodium, potassium. The first observation noticed alkali metals occupied position of crust in the curve. Crust means the top of the curve, top position of the curve. Okay, these alkali metals, lithium, sodium, potassium, occupied the top position. Okay. That means the density is very least and have more atomic value. That's why they occupied the top position, crust positions of the curve. And the secondly, alkali metals like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, they occupied alkaline earth metals occupied the position in the middle of descending position of the curve. Alkaline earth metals occupied position in the middle descending order. This is the descending order. This is the descending order of the curve. Descending order of the curve. Alkaline earth metals occupied the position in the middle of descending position of the curve. That is the second observation, alkaline earth metals. And the thirdly, halogens occupied the position in the ascending position of the curve. This is the middle ascending position of the curve. It's halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, like this. These halogens are occupied in the middle of ascending order of the curve. This is the ascending order of the curve. This is also ascending order of the curve. That is the halogen positions. Middle of the ascending order of the position. Halogens occupied position in the middle ascending position of the curve. That is the third observation. And the fourth observation, transition metals occupied the position at the bottom of the curve. Transition elements occupied at the bottom of curve, means scandium, titanium. These type of elements are known as transition elements. They have more densities and less atomic values. That's why they occupied at the bottom of the curve. These are noticed by the Luther-Meyer's curve. Okay. So this Luther-Meyer classification also failed because this classification is not applicable to all elements. It plotted a curve between the atomic volume and the atomic mass. Okay, so in this curve, in his experimental curve, the alkali metals are occupied crust, means top position of the curve. Alkaline earth metals occupied a position in the middle descending order. Position of the curve. Halogens occupied the position in the ascending order. Of the curve, and transition elements occupied the position at the bottom of the curve. So this is about a Luther-Meyer's classification. This is also failure because of the this type of classification is not applicable to all the discovered elements. Okay, thank you children. So in the next class we will discuss about the Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay.